In this video, I'm going to walk you through the Systeme.io funnel editor, step by step. By the end, you'll understand every main tool so you can edit any page with confidence. Let's open the page and get started. Now first, you'll go to your funnel. Click on any step. Let me open a funnel I have here. And just go to a step. I've got a test sales page here that I'm going to click on. And you click the blue button that says Edit Page. And now you're on your template for your sales page. This opens the drag and drop editor over here on the left hand side, you can see. And here's what you see in the middle is your actual page right here. This is what we call the canvas. On the left is the menu with all the tools. This is the drag and drop editor. This is the menu, has all the tools. And then at the top you have, when you're done editing the way you like, you have the save button. You have a preview button here so you can see what it looks like. And your mobile button so you can test it on mobile. Over here on the left you have settings, where you can make all kinds of changes to your entire page. You can change the font typography if you want. You can change the font size. Over here, the line height. All these things you'll play around with to get your page the way you like it. Here's the color of the links. As you can see here, these links are the same color as this panel. You can change it if you want. The text color is black. You can change that if you like. The alignment is centered. All these things can be changed. The typography, the font style is semi-bold, 600. You can change the language even if you like. You can change the background color to your entire page. So this is these settings here for the entire page. You have SEO settings that you can put here. So if you want a description for SEO, right now we have it on hide from search engine because this is not a live page. And then you have some tracking you can do. So those are the settings. And you click back there. Now your page is built with three simple layers. First are the sections. As you see in the green here, that's the outer background container. Then you have rows. Right here, the rows. The rows are, you see over here is the blue row indicator. The section indicators are green, so this section is green. Here's another section down here is green. And then the rows are blue. The rows have columns in them, so this is one column row. This is a two column row. So again, when you have the blue, when you hover over these and you see the blue indicators, those are the rows. So this one is two columns. This one down here has got three columns. And then you have the elements are the orange ones. See this element here says text headline when I hover over it. And that's what your page consists of right there, those three layers. So you have the sections, the rows, and the elements. Now mostly what you'll be working on with a template is you're going to have the template the way you like it by changing the elements. So the first thing you're going to want to do is this says text headline. If I click on this, you hover over this and you click on there, you get all the text headline options over here. So for instance, you can change the typography, you can change the line height, you can change the font, and that's the lettering within this container. Now these are all the elements that you have to work with. So you can bring a text element, you just drag and drop these elements over. I can drag a text element over here, then you have a text element right here. You can drag a headline element. Here is a headline right here. So there's your headline. You have a bulleted list. You drag that. There is a bulleted list there somewhere. Here you go. These are bulleted lists right here. And it'll say the orange element header will say bulleted list. That's what that is. You have a content box, which we don't have on this particular layout. You can change the columns. You can add any of these columns. If you want to add a 3-column layout, you just click on it and you add it to the template that you're working on. And of course, you can always change the template. And you can always delete elements of the template that you don't want to use. Otherwise, you can just overwrite the text. This is the button. So you have buttons here. You can have calendars. You can have reCAPTCHA elements, checkboxes. There's lots of things you can do here. You can add images. You can add videos. All these things you just drag and drop. We have an image over here. Where was it? Right here. This is an image. So this was just dragged and dropped over here. If you want to change it, you could change it. You just click on image, for instance, and here are all the things you can change with the image. You can change the size. You can change the image itself. You can change the border of the image. So there's all these things that you can do. And coming back here, you see you have the media, the image, the video. You can use an audio track if you want. You can put social media buttons on here. You can have a countdown timer that tells people that the offer is only good for another 3 days or whatever. You have horizontal lines. You can have an FAQ built in. You can even change HTML if you want to do a little coding. Now, besides the elements, here you also have blocks. And these are whole blocks so that you can just change an entire block. This could be an entire block, for instance. The page footer could be an entire block. So, for instance, and all these things are available. If I click on page footer here, and click on it here, you have that entire block comes up here. I'm not going to use it, so I'll trash it and say OK. So those are your blocks. Those are your elements. And the blocks are simply ready-made groups of elements, like header, pricing table, testimonial sections, things like that. So you can edit anything. Simply click on it. The left panel will show all the settings, where you can change anything you want: text, color, size, font, spacing, add a link. And then the useful icons that when you hover, are right over here. So let's go to, for instance, a text box here. So here's a text box. These are the icons. You have a trash icon here, so you can trash this if you want. You have a floppy disk icon here. That allows you to save this as a reusable block. You can make that a block over here. So you have that. Then you have this little icon here. Oops. This little icon here means that you can copy this and paste it somewhere else, even on another page. Then at the top right, you see your phone icon, so you can click the phone icon like this, and it will show you just what this looks like on somebody's cell phone. And then when you're done, you just click it again, and it goes back to your main page editor. Now, as you make changes, don't forget to save them regularly so you don't lose any of the changes. Then click Preview to see what it's going to look like. Click the preview icon here, and you see the whole page that it's going to look like. And so you can see if that's the way you want it, if your changes that you wanted came up, whatever. When you're done with that, close it out, and you're back on your editing page. Now, a few beginner tips. Always start by editing the text and the images that are already there. You don't want to create this from scratch. You want to work with your template, edit the things that are there until you get exactly the kind of look and the wording and the text that you want. Use sections and columns, as I showed you, to keep your layout clean, and always check the mobile version before you publish it. And that's the complete Systeme.io funnel editor walkthrough. Everything you need to know to set up your sales pages exactly the way you want. If this helped you, give the video a like and subscribe for more simple Systeme.io tutorials. Meanwhile, just start playing around with it and you'll see how easy it really is. All right, thanks for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one.